Recently, with Matt, I was lucky enough to interview once again Nicholas Eaton, the world record holder or ex-world record holder. I think he still holds the distance record with like 54 kilometers or something like that. But I think he lost the time record for a couple of minutes. Anyways, little matter because he gave insightful tips. And one of those tips was that he often trains without the stab to develop a better feeling for the foil, which is exactly what we're looking for, right? If we're looking for efficiency, we need to be incredibly precise and we need to be absolutely connected with the foil and we need to be in full control. So yeah, I learned that I have to question everything that I'm told. So yeah, I'm just gonna test if that's true. If without the stab, you actually develop a better feeling for the foil. Let's do this. For sure, you develop an incredible sensitivity and precision in the Dockstart because like there is no room for mistakes. If you don't place your feet in the perfect spot or if your weight is not perfectly in the center of balance, you're down. There's no like two ways about it, you're down. By the way, in Bern, Bals and Rob already tried this exact setup without the stab. Yeah, it was clearly, of course, more pitchy. But yeah, it's definitely harder. You have to, as soon as you get on the board, you have to just wait a moment, glide, because anyways you have a ton of glide, even more than with the stab, I feel like. Which makes sense because you have less drag. But then really, you have to be incredibly gentle. So, do you actually need this small piece of carbon fiber at the end of your fuselage? Well, long story short, if it's there, there is a reason, right? Now, I'm not an engineer, not even close to that, but if the engineers still believe that it's a good idea to have a stab, well, maybe it's because it's a good idea, right? Now, I have to admit, though, that Nicholas Eaton was absolutely right, because it's extremely harder. And in case you haven't noticed it, as soon as I switched back from pumping without the stab to pumping with the stab, it was extremely easy, right? Because it's probably 5 to 6 to 7 times more sensitive without the stab. Of course, it depends on the size of your stab, but it's way more difficult, not only the start, but also gaining speed. And also because the feet placement is completely different, as you can imagine. So I cannot say that I pumped properly. I definitely need more than one session to be able to pump efficiently without the stab. But he's right. Nicholas Eaton is right. And it's an incredibly good training to pump without the stab, especially the start. Of course, it's not for beginners, but if you're, for example, an intermediate and you're really looking for the 10 out of 10 Dockstart, then remove this and do a couple of sessions without, and you will see the difference, 100%.